Hey folks, one of a mine down on the Oregon coast with Mr. Beefy the little bear who got himself stuck. So we unstuck him, not enough to where he could get to our breakfast though. So cause he'll just get right in there and eat it. Took on to the Columbia Riverside today. We started out after breaking camp. That's the Starlight built in 2004. We looked it up for you. And it's a bulk carrier class sailing vessel sailing under the Cyprus flag. It just came out of Longview. Looks like it was loaded. So beautiful day on the beach. A break in the rain. It really was wet. We looked and drive it up and down the coast. Got back over on the Fort Stevens side. That looked a lot like a octopus, and we were thinking about carving on it, and we'll run into that guy again, I'm sure. But some of this wood's pretty compromised, so I love the grain. It's just love working with wood. It's just a beautiful thing, you know. And I flip this guy over, and look, it's like a monkey-faced sailor guy with a cigar in his mouth. I mean, do you see it? I mean, leave a comment below if you see something in there and a timestamp, you know. So we could all take a look. It's you see different things in the wood. I do anyway. So this is the Peter Iredale shipwreck, ran aground in 1906. So it's been there all my life, you know, as a kid going down to the Oregon coast. I've seen it in many, many different, you know, as it slowly decays. So in many different aspects and different ways. So a lot of people don't know that this was a slave ship, kind of. You know, they used to Shanghai people and make them work, you know, and they were usually people that were caught up in bars, drinking, stuff like that, you know, so caught up in addictions, and they were people that they were figured were disposable. And that bow part there is where they would hold them. And so there's Big Red, that's the sequoia, giant sequoia we've been cutting pieces off of to carve on. Of course, they have to dry out a little. Everything's soaked down there, but it does float. It does move. And I thought, that looked like a dragon. So, yeah, well, you know, got carried away a little bit there. But this green part that you can see on there, that was because it had flipped over, and that was all on the bottom side there. And by the next morning, no one actually ever saw this. You guys are the only ones to see this right here, because it flipped over again in the high tide that was coming up. It was pouring down rain. It started pouring down rain. So we had fun just cutting those little teeth in there. And it was great. So, you know, it sometimes it just is very tough down there because of the rain and the wind and the blowing. But it's great fun to go down there. So, and we took a piece off of it. That's a gigantic piece. You can see a stick leaning up against the truck there, and another one up above the piece there. I rolled it up the hill so that I could get it, you know, where I back up and get it into the back of the truck. And I think it was like 400 or 500 pounds. And we use leverage to move it, and that's the way to do it. That's for sure. And well, you can see we got pretty loaded up there. We started a lot of pieces, and then just the wind and the cold and the blowing and all that good stuff. You know, there's that giant piece right there. And it's covered in sand. It's all wet now. I'll show it to you again later. We take a lot of this stuff back to Sunstone Rescue Ranch, our ranch out there in Oregon. And yeah, there's Mr. Little Bear getting caught up again. And then so you know we went and did a little bit of carving. I carved a little bird there. Now, baby eagles, you know, don't really come out like that. They change those colors, you know. But I mean, when you're carving, you can kind of get away with doing whatever you want. I love the base of this piece there and saw it and thought, well, let's just cut something simple in there. This was like a 10-minute carve, so we didn't catch a lot of video on it. Stuck it up there by the stop sign like we always do at Fort Stevens. It's the no parking area there, but yeah, it didn't last very long up there. So congratulations to whoever took it. It was a fun piece for us, and we hope that they love it. Put it someplace where they can display it and have fun in their garden or something. So that was it for us. You know, if we have a message on this one, I guess it's you know, hey, work through the weather. If it wasn't for, you know, the stormy days, we wouldn't appreciate any of the sunny ones, right? You know, so not every day is going to be a sunny day, but make the best out of every day that you can. Peace and love. We'll see you next time. There's more segments to come on this trip.